Guys, we got a big day today. We got the Holy Grail, the mother load of classics coming off today. Wait till you see this. Go ahead, open the door. Without further ado. Andrew, what are you doing in there, bud?
I've been on a long road.
It's a long road. Well, we had them set up with this in there. So check it out. This is a TZ125 Yamaha. Billy, what year is this thing?
It's a 98 Ken.
98. This thing, Billy raced this, and so didn't his friend Jack Weaver. This is mostly the bikes in here from the Jack Weaver collection. This is an absolutely pristine little piece. Can't wait to do the demo ride on this thing. Guys, this trailer is chock full of diamonds, and I've got a couple of real special pieces in the front. Some factory team stuff. This one right here, I really don't know why Jack chose these colors, but he did buy a place in Florida, and I think this was part of his Florida theme here. But it's an MX GT1 MX 250 Yamaha, and it was set up for racing, so it's got really good bones. We're gonna strip it down in the frame and paint it the proper colors, unless somebody wants to buy it. If you want to buy it as is, give Junior a call. But we're gonna try to make this thing look like what a factory race team bike did back in the day. Check this bad boy out. This is a Hodaka Combat Wombat. They had the coolest names back in the 70s. This is a Japanese 125cc two-stroke. This was the bike that they built to, they actually competed. When I in 1974, I battled it out for last place in my first race with a Hodaka 100. I was on a Suzuki TM100. I was 9 years old. But what a time machine. Look at this thing. So cool. Guys, look at this diamond right here. This is a really, stop. Where are you going? This is a really special piece. Chuck's son, the famous factory Husqvarna rider, they were world champion in 1974. Look at the gas tank right here. It was actually signed by Chuck's son. This was one of his bikes. It was in his fleet of factory bikes and practice bikes, and this one somehow escaped getting destroyed. It's all original paint, original everything on this bike, and it's an absolute freaking diamond. These are super high quality Swedish motorcycles that I raced these back in the day. In fact, I had a 1983 CR500, very similar to this, but the big bore version, twin shock, and I was racing against the new bikes in '86 and beating them in the New England Race Series. So Husqvarna gave me two brand new bikes for free. They gave me a 250 and a 500, and in fact, sadly, they weren't as good as the twin shock ones. They kept on breaking, so I actually gave them back and bought a Honda CR500. But happy ending of that story. But the CR500 has been my weapon of choice from back then up till now in vintage racing. This is another really special piece. Look at this thing, man. This is a Triumph 650. This is the bike that they would have raced scrambles like the Blackwater 100 on. This was an actual factory race bike, right from, came at, they built these with the up pipes for this. This was the motocross and the enduro bike of the 60s, and this one's a freaking diamond. It did events like the 49er Enduro. It's got the 1967 Michigan license plate. Just an absolutely freaking gorgeous piece, man. I love the paint job. Jack Weaver restored and painted this bike, showing 13,000 original miles on it. This one's a diamond, and wait till you hear the thunder that comes out of these pipes. These straight pipes sound wicked. Really cool piece. Guys, look at this. This is a really rare and exclusive machine right here. This is a Yankee 500. It has twin 250cc cylinders, and they're actually cylinders off the Osa race bike. This is a very limited production piece. Bill Blythe is our resident expert on these. He was actually at the plant when they were building them. He knows everything about them. And in fact, Bill rode this bike back in the day, and he said it's an absolute rocket. Something about the crankshaft, the timing of the crankshaft, and the Mikuni Sudco carburetors. This thing's an absolute diamond. 1,836 miles on it. I really can't wait to take this thing for a rip, so stay tuned for that. Next one off the fun bus is an Osa 250 Scrambler. This one has the original headlight, tail light, exhaust. It appears to be 100% original. 2,627 miles on the odometer. Love the orange, black and white. Really cool, sharp, over 50-year-old classic. Like Bill pushing it. You're an over 50-year-old classic too, right?
That's it.
I've worked with Bill since the 80s at New England Cycle Sales. Shit, how many years ago was that, Billy? Like 100?
Yeah. 40.
A long time ago. We worked at the Suzuki shop. Now this is a really stunning piece. This thing had me at hello when I saw it. I was one of the first people there at the auction before 7 a.m. on Sunday. Didn't start till 9, and I saw this and I was like, this is so rare. It's a Triumph 500, but it's a single cylinder motocross bike. This engine was actually made for MX, and the serial number on it, as you can see, is B50MX. This was it, guys. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, These were the bikes that dominated before the Honda Elsinore lineup and the Makos and the two-strokes took over. But that is a really cool piece. I've never seen one. I was told this is the original exhaust system on it. It's got some little chrome peeling on it, but just a freaking diamond, man. I really can't wait to ride this one. This is a 73 or 73 Yamaha 250 MX. This was, I think, the first year that they were in yellow. And guys, this thing's original. Has original paint on the tank. Got a couple dings in here, but I'll have the Dent Magician pop that out. We'll put the magic on that tank, shine her up, paint the engine cases. But you can see the thing's all original. Has all the original cycle parts on it, and it's a really cool piece. Got a dent in this side of the tank, but I'm pretty sure the Dent Magician can pop that out with paint-free dent removal. We're certainly going to have them give it a whirl, but a very cool, significant piece of motocross history. Guys, look at this absolute diamond. This is an 82 Suzuki RM125, and it is freaking absolutely gorgeous. This is one of Jack's race bikes. Has the REP suspension on it. I mean, it's just, it needs nothing. The thing's freaking beautiful. It's got the aluminum bars. It's just a diamond, man. It's been totally gone through new chains and sprockets and tires, but 81, 82, 83 all look very similar like these, and these were the bikes to have back then. The technology had come so far from 1980, the twin shocks, to this. It's unbelievable. These are rippers. Can't wait to ride it. Liquid cooled 125 two-stroke with a DG pipe. Guys, look at this thing. 1980 Yamaha YZ125. This thing is bristling with trickery. Look at this aluminum swing arm, White Brothers shock, serviced by REP suspension, gold chain and sprockets, nice knobbies. This is one of Jack's race bikes. I took the zero off because it was a little tatty, but to see if it was discolored underneath, we're probably going to restore those plastics or maybe buy some new ones. But man, look at the DG head on this thing, man. This was a bike dreams were made of back then, and it's still a kick-ass bike for doing vintage motocross. When you look at this thing, just look at it. Look at that profile of this, man. It's absolutely beautiful. What do you think, boys and girls?
Cool, man. Cool.
You like that, Christy?
Oh yeah.
You gonna whip out some killer graphics, some Hanna racing, some Bob Hanna graphics maybe with a little lightning bolt right here, Hanna style. What a beauty. The bike's pretty nice too. Guys, look at this beauty. This is a Kawasaki F11 250 two-stroke street legal. We love these things, man. They're so cool. They're easy to work on. They're pretty much stone reliable. And Kawasaki, of course, heavy industries. These guys build boats and stuff, so their engineering on their classic bikes was top notch. And just look at the body lines on this thing, man. That's a memory maker right there. Check this out, guys. Kawasaki F8 250 Enduro. Absolutely love the colors on this thing. It's got the Sereni. How do you pronounce that? Is it Sereni? Sereni shocks, which was a cool upgrade. Sereni from back in the day. I never get that right. But check this thing out, man. It's all there. All original. This thing's only got 2,462 miles on it. Original metal fenders. It's back when, I don't know, just the bikes had so much character back then, and they stood the test of time. Thing's 50 years old and it still looks mint.
Yeah,
Let's see if Junior's gonna do a wheelie. Yep, yeah, he is. Where's your helmet, son? You're setting a bad example for the kids.
Go there.
Guys, here's another diamond. This is Yamaha Motor Company Ltd. It says so right on their front. This is the first real motocross bike that Yamaha made. It was an RT1 MX. Came right from the factory with what they called, it was available optionally. It was called the Git Kit. It was a pipe carb. This one has an extremely rare high compression head. In fact, I've only seen a few of these in the entire history of being around motocross. And Jack was a pro level MX rider, expert MX rider. Did a lot of ARMA, NESC events, and I'll bet this thing's a fire-breathing dragon, man. It's absolutely freaking gorgeous. But that is a really special piece.
I think that's a Webco head.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know that it is or isn't, but I've only seen a few of those high compression heads, and it does. Man, this thing is just beautiful. And it'll be a ripper, big bore two-stroke MX. Guys, check out this Bultaco Alpina Enduro. It looks to me like it's all original. This one had to follow us home, right, Bill?
Yeah, indeed. It is all original. It's beautiful.
Wow, what a piece. Looks like Jack put some brand new tires on it too. This should be a fun bike to ride. We'll just put a little magic on this in the service department, get her tuned to the nines. It's got the original headlight on there. That's all original, isn't it?
It sure is.
It's absolutely freaking
Stainless steel fenders.
remarkable. We usually don't get them like this, do we, Billy?
It's a survivor. This one is.
Very nice. Here's a bike that should need no introduction. This is the KTM 495. This is the bike that set the 1981 version set the land world speed record. That was a K-Street induction. This is a valve induction. So this one's actually a much better motocross bike than the 81 would have been. A better power band, but it doesn't rev as high. Not that you need a 495 to rev as high. Either way, it's a big bore monster 2-stroke with a Fox shock on the back. And look at this. This is called an Interco Terraflex. If you've never seen one of these tires, if you compare this to like a Dunlop 120, looks like a mini bike tire. It's a massive tire, and you need a big bore 500 to pull that power. Awesome suspension on this thing with the Fox shocks and the big bore, the radial head. It's just a beautiful piece, man. Very, very nice. I remember John Finkelday being one of the first guys to clear the massive double jump at Middleborough. Yeah. It was probably, what, 100 plus feet?
It was big. He was big, and no one expected him to do it.
Thing's absolutely.
He just pulled it
This
out.
is all looks like to be all original too. Wait to do a test ride on that thing, man. Guys, this one here really took my breath away when it went the first time I saw it. It is as close to a Works bike as you'll ever see. In fact, this is a Works Yamaha OW 125 swing arm with a billet body shock, which is pretty much unobtainium. I don't know where Jack got this from, but it is absolutely where he got the swing arm from. But to get a Works OW swing arm is, well, I've never seen one come up for sale. And the whole bike, the forks, it's got a really special set of Kayaba forks, like what they would have called something like an A kit back in the day, or even better. It's like a factory level set of forks. It's got the sun rims. Just a really, look at those forks, man. It's not something you see on a normal motocross bike. And the engine is built to the nines here. It's got the reed spacer block, the big carburetor, the unifilter, GG head, ported, polished, PFR handmade pipe. This one, if you're a Yamaha lover, man, and this thing needs absolutely freaking nothing. Jack was a professional painter, and he put down this world-class paint job on this thing. Those aren't stickers. This is a sticker, but this was hand painted and clear coated over. It's just absolutely freaking gorgeous. Bob the Hurricane Hannah replica. Just, I don't know, man. It was, it's just a sight to behold. The seat on it is, everything on this bike is just freaking gorgeous. Look at the profile of this thing. The 125 monocross OW swing arm. Look at the billet shock body on this thing. I'll call this a 125 Works bike because this is exactly what they would have raced back in the day. Just freaking absolutely stunning. Can't wait to ride it. We always save the best for last, and I did. I loaded them this way on purpose. This is an absolute freaking diamond. This is a brand new, never had fuel in it, Rickman Matisse with the 500cc BSA engine. This thing, it's never had fuel in the tank. This is the original Rickman bodywork. It's not been painted. This is original gel coat, and it's absolutely freaking gorgeous. Now, Jack was a body man. He polished these rims like there is a body man he's 64. For 44 years he's been doing work. He polished the aluminum on this, polished the engine cases. Just absolutely freaking gorgeous. Made in England, BSA Cycles. This is a bike. I have a couple friends that I call when something really, really, really rare and exclusive comes up. If you're on, and it's a pretty short list because I really don't have time to be chasing people around because I know this will get sold. But I have a couple friends that I know it'd be unlikely. I can't keep all these. We have to sell them and to keep the business going here. But my God, this thing's just freaking beautiful. Now, I want you guys in the comments. Do you think I should put fuel in it and fire it up, or do you think we should leave it? And if we do, should we run it in one of the umbilical tanks so that keep the fuel out of the tank permanently? Because it is really a museum piece, but it's ready to take to an armor race. just prepped the engine. You can see the attention to detail with the safety wiring that was done on here in the heat tape. The bike was built many moons ago, but Jack was a collector. He had 120 bikes, and he had plenty of bikes he could have ridden, but he never rode this one, and you can see why. This was at his mom's house. I'd been to Jack's mom's house, the barn, and a couple other places where he had his collection, 120 bike stash. And when I saw this one years ago, it's mine right now. I own it, and I'm not in a big hurry to sell it. And it's other than the next bike to come off the truck, this is my favorite, the most special one. My brother had a Rickman Matisse. We bought it at an auction, brand new, for $475 in 1974 when Roadrunner went out of business up the street here. And I don't know, it's just something about the red bodywork and the chrome and the nickel-plated frame, and it's just absolutely freaking gorgeous. This is the original seat cover. It's got a couple of small spots on it, age wear spots on it. These two are supposed to be here. Those are like, I think, ventilation holes, but it has just, you know, that's the original 50-plus-year-old saddle, and it still looks mint. No, I don't think anybody's, the foam's nice and plush. I don't think anybody's ever sat on this motorcycle. I know it certainly wasn't started. Look at the Rickman backing plate with the R on it. These are Red Wing shocks. What a stunning piece of Americana. Guys, the cylinder was machined exactly like on the CCMs, are very similar. That was what they did back in the time. The B53 is a 500cc BSA engine. Now, these were sold in kit form. You had to buy the frame and then put your engine in it. And just the attention and detail on the craftsmanship on this it's definitely a world-class piece. Guys, this is the crown jewel of the collection. This is the bike that Jack said was his favorite of all of them, and for a lot of reasons why. Well, let's look at the pedigree here. It's a 1969 Husqvarna 400 Cross, first year, 8-speed desert weapon. This is the same exact bike that Malcolm Smith, Steve McQueen would have ridden in the movie on NA Sunday. It's absolutely freaking gorgeous. Jack built this bike, and this is another diamond that has never had fuel in the gas tank since it's been done. Look at the polishing on the rims, the fit and finish, the aluminum front fender. The paint job is an absolute 10. It's got a champion sticker on there, which is not clear coated over, but just the fit and finish. Every cable on this is new. It's got that Magura levers. It's an absolute diamond, and there's some really cool memorabilia in the truck. I gotta show you guys. You gotta see this poster right here. This is Mert Lowell, Steve McQueen, and the man himself, Malcolm Smith. And if you read the caption here, it says the cow trailing scenes in the movie's final minutes on any Sunday, high above the Orange County coastline. Steve and I rode mostly stock Husky 400s. Mert rode a late model Greaves with a Harley Davidson sticker to keep Milwaukee happy, because he was sponsored by Harley, and it doesn't make it look like a Harley, but it's not. It's a Greaves. The beach scenes, which is the opening scene of the movie, were done along the nearby coast at Camp Pendleton. This is significant because Bruce couldn't get anywhere with the Marines at first, but when Steve McQueen called, well, they opened the doors right up. They called the commander. Access was granted immediately. Left to right, Mert, Steve, and I messed up. And either that or it's wrong. It says Mert, from left to right, Mert, Steve McQueen, and that's Bob Bagley, not Malcolm Smith. That's what it says in the caption, but Billy's saying that's definitely Malcolm Smith, so why would they screw that up?
Big mistake, but maybe intentional. This is definitely Malcolm on a bike exactly like this one right here. And that's in on any Sunday during the movie.
He's ripping too.
He's flying.
8 speed. How fast was the top speed at 8 speeds?
Over 100.
Wow.
Yep. These were Baja bikes.
There's the legend right there. This was what year was this one? Here, it looks a little older in that picture.
64, 65. He competed in the Isle of Man ISDT.
He looks younger in that picture there.
Yep.
And then this is when him in August 1971. I've tried to duplicate this picture, not nearly as cool as this, but I've done this a couple times. Tried to capture this moment because he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine. I don't know if that's ever happened again in the history of motorcycling. Has it? Been on
Not to my knowledge.
We know Dungy got on the cereal box, but was it Wheaties or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool, bringing motorcycle straight into the living rooms of people worldwide. But this is, we've had a few of these. In fact, we have another one of these in stock right now. But this one right here is absolutely freaking spectacular. Malcolm's original version of this, and it was all ratty-tatty, dragged out of a barn, sold at a Mecum auction for, I think, was it $175,000? Is that what it was?
Big money.
$175,000. This bike right here is way, way, way nicer than the one Steve McQueen had, but because Steve didn't sit on it, is worth a fraction of that. But these are highly collectible. This one's an absolute diamond, and it's never been ridden or started since restored. It's pristine. Again, I do have a couple friends that look for these kind of high-end pieces. I'm gonna shoot them a couple pictures of these and maybe this video. But just a beautiful piece. It's got a brand new set of Girling shocks, new tires, new rims. I think they're new rims or restored rims, chains and sprockets. Everything's been done on it, and it's an 8-speed 400 cross. Absolute freaking spectacular piece of motocross history. Heikki Mikkola. This is Heikki Mikkola.
They're all
right
factory
here.
Husky rims.
And that's Torsten Hallman, 1968, with Jack's number 4 on there. Just an absolute diamond. This wasn't the last one, but I think it was the best one. But wait till you see this next one here. It's ridiculous. Guys, this is one of the pieces Jack's had at his house, and I'd been coveting this thing for many moons. And he sold the whole collection because he's retiring to Florida at auction. And I went there and I bought, I think, the 20 nicest bikes. I wish I would have bought more, but well, that's all I could fit in the trailer. And it was, some of them bid up extremely high. So, but in any event, as well as far as this bike goes, this is a privateer team. In fact, private team owned by Surf Racing, and I used Surf detergent forever because, well, they supported motocross, and there wasn't a lot of, back then there wasn't a lot of support for the sport yet as big as it is now, like with Monster Energy and Troy Lee Designs and all the companies that support our sport. But this is as close to a factory race team bike as you'll ever get. It's got the handmade aluminum tank. It's got the handmade aluminum subframe with aluminum airbox. The engine was built by Vernon. Do some research, you'll see he was one of the top 2-stroke tuners of the day. It's a full factory weapon. It's a bike that would have competed on the national circuit, and it's brand new. Never had fuel in it since it was done. The frame rails are pristine on it. There's no dings, no dents on the frame rails. The rims are perfect. This has high-end 8-kit suspension on it, front and rear, and it's absolutely freaking stunning. 1988 production bike that was stripped down to the frame. Frame was painted, all the aluminum bits were added, the engine was sent to Vernon and completely done. The suspension was sent to Pro Circuit Showa, and a lot of Pro Circuit goodies on here. It's got the Takasaga XL rims. Just freaking gorgeous piece, man. This one, I had to have this one. Damn the torpedoes. But Jeff Glassy was one of the fast national riders back in the day, and these were the team colors. Very, very cool piece. Very, very significant piece of moto history right here. And an absolute ripper. Vernon Racing, HPP engine, Pro Circuit, just kick-ass. Key and carb. This is going to be an absolute ripper. Stay tuned for the video on this one. It's got to get the Wizard tune now, right, Chris?
Yeah, I'm ready for
What
that.
do you think of this thing?
Don't threaten me with a good time. I think I raced against him, tried to qualify in 91.
Yeah, I was there. I was there in '88 at the Southwick National. Tried to qualify. I didn't make it. I think I was like 14th, and you had to be top 12, right?
Yeah, I didn't make it either.
Here's a picture of Surf Honda. The look of the race bike is incredibly important. A private team. Think of Jeff Glass's Surf CR2V as a rolling billboard or sponsorship. That's his 1990 model with the upside down forks. But this is the '88, and she's a freaking beauty. These cartridge forks were pretty damn good, and Pro Circuit made these Showas probably the best of that era. James just got back. James, you got a truckload too?
I got a truckload from North Carolina.
Hey, you guys are complaining about your backs hurting already. We got another truckload of 10 outside, so better eat your Wheaties. How many you got in there?
10.
10. We got another load. Now we got to figure out how to fit all these bikes in here. We had to move a lot of bikes around this morning. We're stocked to the gills with the gas 2025s, including this MC300 with the Bills pipe. Look at that thing, man. It's freaking beautiful. We've got a lot of the Moto 1s. I have one of these. I freaking love these little electric bikes for ripping around the pits. We're stocked to the 9s with gases. We got 65s, 85s, 125s, 250s, 300s, 254 strokes, 454 strokes. These are all 2-strokes. We sell more 2-strokes than any two-stroke gas gases than any dealer in the world. We're #1 gas gas in North America right now, and we're stocked to the gills. A lot of factory editions. Most dealerships only get 2. Junior's got 6 of these coming in here. EX250s, Enduros. We got a major inventory of new gas right here. Still got the plastic wrapper on it, and of course we have all the gas trials bikes too. So yeah, we've got a massive inventory of bikes, probably the biggest we've ever had. We even have a turbocharged gas 450. We're the only dealer in the world that has this bike. This is one of one, and it's for sale on eBay actually. If you want the most powerful 450 ever made, there it is. So now we got to put all these into stock. TZ's the last one getting put away in the stock here. We had massive inventory here. I think the biggest we've ever had. Throw over here are all the bikes that are currently listed on eBay for sale. There's some real doozies in here, man. Ducati Passo, GPC 750, twin Harleys, DRZ 400, Harley FXR, super ultra rare Indian 400 miles, a brand new Cowie EX 500, never been ridden, Seika 750, YZ CR, Husqvarna. This is a Wizards, like 10-hour, brand new 250 two-stroke. Got some real nice Cowies here, KD 125s, MC90, and 2 KD 100s that were all restored, frame up by the Manic Mechanic himself. It's his last day today too, by the way. His last day today. The Jagermeister, the KDX 250, the KDX 220, the HRC XR 600. This is a stunning piece. XR 650R. This one's just absolutely freaking ridiculous. Built by Ivan Ramirez. Frame up resto on a Bultaco we did here. Cowie drag bike, Honda Matic, and then probably the last nicest Banshee that's not in a crate in the United States. I think it's basically brand new. All these are for sale. They're all on eBay with really low starting bids. And man, we are stocked to the nines. I got everything packed in here. A little bit of floor space here for us to shoot videos when it rains. But here's an FXR that we're doing a frame up on. It's almost done. Just waiting for the tins to get painted. Wombat 125. Got some. What's going on, Junior?
I gotta ask you a question.
Kenny, what do you think about this massive inventory that we have?
Biggest inventory ever, you could say, for sure. I mean, would you say?
Yeah,
we and then quality of the stock?
It's just ridiculous. And we got a truck. We made some space back there because we got a truckload out there. James got a truckload out there. So
at the same time, we got 100 gases down there, with a full lineup. You know,
we still have room on the 4th floor and the 1st floor, but the 2nd and 3rd floor are just football field long, packed.
Yep.
This is the nicest original, 100% original Elsinore we've ever gotten in. It's 100% bone stock and it runs wicked. I really enjoyed riding that bike. Got a really nice 490, an H2 750 triple. Guys, if you got a collection for sale, give us a call. It's our buying season. We like to be stocked to the nines, so when winter comes around, these boys have something to do. We got to keep you guys busy, right?
absolutely.
So James, you're next.
I'm next.
We're gonna unload James' truck. This is getting shipped. This just sold too. We're the #1 Buell dealer in North America, and this one, they got the full Monty kit on it. It's got the custom graphics on it that Chrissy did in house. It has the red Brembos. It's got the Öhlins steer and damper. It's got our full stage 1 stainless, polished stainless off-road exhaust and tuner. Absolute rocket ship. 185 horsepower, 401 pounds in this configuration with this exhaust, which is just ridiculous. Just left my hoodie over here. Brand new freshie like Junior 700. Like you said, we are stocked to the nines on these gases. We're the #1 gas dealer in North America. #1 for Stark. Junior sold over 60 Stark in 1 month last month, which is some kind of a world, not some kind of, it is a world record. No dealers ever. Call Stark and ask him yourself. Ask him who the #1 dealer is. It's us. Junior's been crushing it. Same thing with gas and Buell. So our motto is no fluff sales, no extra add-ons, no dealer setup, no freight, no prep. We just give you the best out-the-door price you get anywhere on the planet. Plus, we treat you like a family member. We'll give you the best service before, during, and most importantly, after the sale. Bridge to Kaplan Cycles. So, yeah, I got some diamonds in the showroom here. Man, I got a beautiful 750 Bond boat we just did a frame-up restoration on. Check this thing out. That thing is wicked. Absolutely freaking wicked. And I've got probably the nicest Sturgis for sale in the country. today. I haven't seen anything even close to this thing. This came from the Honor collection. It's a last bike from the Honor collection. Frame up on an FXR we did. This is a GSXR 1000 engine and a GS 750. Freaking wicked. This is beautiful. This is basically one owner, like brand new iron head that runs like brand new. Wizard's latest masterpiece, full frame up, CR500 build. Got some nice iron in here for sure. So beautiful, beautiful. This is from the Barry Lamb collection, the first one from his collection that's going up for sale. Kenny Roberts replica RZ350. That thing's a diamond. And we got another Buell hammerhead that's going out today. So, and we'll be dropping some videos on Junior's weapon. This has a full KPR motor. We've only started it, done 3 heat cycles. She's about ready to go on the dyno. So stay tuned, guys. Guys, we have 300,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, but you know what? The statistics on the YouTube algorithm say that 80% of you guys on our YouTube studio, over 80% aren't subscribed. So it doesn't cost you anything, helps us grow the channel. And if you just hit the subscribe button, you'll get a notification bell. You'll get a notification when our next video comes up. And hit the like and the share button. It'll help us grow the channel and continue bringing you the best classic, vintage, and brand new world-class motorcycles like this Buell, the Stark, and the full gas lineup. So like this MC2 video right here. Thanks for watching, guys. And as always, God bless the United States of America.